bursters. Okay, so this is the next video that I'm uploading to YouTube, and this is about stretching. Ideally, you need to do the warm-up, that is the first video here, before you do this, so that your body is all limber and supple and warm, and the heart has pumped blood around into your muscles, so that you're able to do these stretches. We're going to do a super quick warm-up for the purpose of this video, but do make sure that you've done that first warm-up first. So all I need you to do currently is find a space, make sure that you've got plenty of space around you, and we'll do our quick warm-up. Let me just find the music. Here we go. Do some marching. Handshakes. Forwards. Advance. Quick runs. Big hands forwards. And up. And shoulder height. Circle backwards. Circle forwards. Hands on hips, knee bend and straighten. Knee bend and straighten and bounce. Bring your heels off of the floor. And jumps. Heels off the floor. Heels on the floor. And give yourself a little bit of a quick shake. Okay. So turn this down a bit. There we go. So the stretches that I'm going to take you through now are going to aid flexibility. It's really important that you only stretch within the parameters of your own physical ability. So that means don't try and overstretch just because you want to be more flexible. That's not how it works, okay? So you stretch to your point where you can't stretch anymore. You should not, I repeat, you should not feel any pain, okay? So you need to do the stretches every day, and that's how you'll improve your flexibility, not by pushing through, okay? Something else that is really important is you don't bounce, okay? So don't get into a position and then bounce further into the position. That's called ballistic bouncing. It's not very good for your muscles, okay? Rather than elongating your muscles, you're making little tears every time you bounce. So we don't do that either. Each stretch should be held for 20 seconds. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to do them a little bit quicker so that you can learn them and have them in your bank of stretches, as it were. So we're going to start with our feet together, and our first stretch is pushing our knees towards the floor. Make sure you're pulling up in your tummy. If I go to the side, your back should be flat. You shouldn't be slumped over. So pull up, that's it. And bring your knees to the side. Some of you might only be here. That's absolutely fine. Just let your knees naturally fall where they fall. Okay, we're then going to take our head to our toes. And you hold it there. Come back up. Remember, it should be for 20 seconds. Okay, we're then going to put our hands behind our bottoms and look up to the ceiling. If I show you from a side profile, hands towards our bottoms and look up to the ceiling. Just to stretch out that back. Okay. The next one we do, you put your hand on the floor, trying to keep your bottom on this side on the floor. You're going to reach over. You hold that for your 20 seconds, and then to increase the stretch, you're going to use from your elbow to your wrist And you're going to place that on the floor and stretch. You're placing that elbow right by your bottom. Okay, don't try and place it by your knee. You come back up to your center. We do the same. Left hand on the floor, stretch over, hold for your 20 seconds, put your elbow on the floor, stretch over, and hold for your 20 seconds. Okay, now we're going to extend our right leg, and we're going to bring our left leg to the thigh for a little support. It's important in this position to make sure that your knee is pointing outwards or up to the ceiling if you haven't got your turn out yet. It should never be pointed in towards the floor, okay? Always point it up and out, okay? If you point it in, you're really putting pressure on your hip joint and on your knee joint because they're in the wrong positions. So think up, think out, not in, okay? So for this stretch, you're going to raise your arms above your head, lean towards your toe when you're trying to get your head on your knee. Then we're going to come back up and we're going to swap. Again, stretching within your own ability. So you might only be able to get to there, and that's fine. If you do it each day, you'll get a little bit closer to your knee. Remember, we still have our feet. So I want to see you pointing through your toes, creating this arch. Okay, we're now going to swap legs, exactly the same as before. Arms up, turn your body, and lean towards the leg. And back up, and then back down. The next point is the straddle. Okay, now again, you're going to feel this here. Okay, don't push your legs really far to the side just because you think this doesn't look great. Doesn't matter how far you can get your legs, you need to make sure you're working to what you're comfortable with. So I'm comfortable with this, but you've got to remember that I've been dancing for a very, very long time. Okay, we're taking our arm above our head, and our other arm looks a little bit like bra bar. So I'm going to say bra bar with our right hand, fifth with our left, because it helps you to understand if you do ballet. You're going to lean over to that leg, stretch that arm along the floor, and again, you're trying to get your head to your knee. Don't forget about your feet. You can just be here using that elbow to help you and to support you. The more flexible you'll get, the closer you'll be able to get to your knee. Come back to center. We're going to swap our arms and lean to the other side. Again, some of you might only be here, and that is fine. Some of you might be all the way down here, and that is fine. And we come all the way back up, and we're going to close our legs together. Again, remembering, pointing your toes from a side angle. I might do this one. So we've got our feet together, feet pointing down, our back is straight. Now this one is quite tricky for a lot of people because a lot of people's hamstrings, which are these muscles in our thighs, are quite short, so this will help you lengthen. So again, you're aiming to get your head to your knees. Even I can't get my head to my knees, so don't worry. Your arms are up in fifth. We're going forwards, stretching over your legs, touching your heels, up and back. You might only be able to go to here, and that's okay. It doesn't matter, okay? From this position, we're going to swing around onto our tummies. So, there we go. We're going to put our hands underneath our shoulders and push up, trying to straighten our arms. Now, I don't want you to bring your shoulders to your ears. You want to think about your shoulder blades like 2 bars of chocolate melting down your back. They will help your back. It'll help us to stretch out our lower back. Okay? We're going to then return to our tummies and put our hands in front of us and bring our feet up. Now you're going to turn your feet out and touch your heels together. This is called the frog position. Again, it's just going to help open out those hips. Okay, we're going to do this on the diagonal so you can see my feet a bit better. There we go. And we hold it there. And then the last one that we do for our back, we're going to straighten our legs, put our hands back under our shoulders, pushing up, and bringing our legs towards our head. Some of you might be super flexible, might be able to get your head to your toes, but I definitely can't do that. There we go. Then release. You're going to curl your toes under and go into a downward dog position. Head under. And then slowly walk your hands up to your feet. Just sit there, stretch. Don't lock your knees at the back, keep them soft. And then one vertebrae at a time, you're going to roll up really, really slowly. Finish when you get there. Let your arms float to the ceiling and bring them back down. And then that's it. Give yourselves a little bit of a shake. And that is your stretching sequence. So I hope you get on with it okay. I think it's a great sequence to help you with flexibility, and a lot of you always talk to me in class about flexibility. So this is a great one to help you really get your head around that. I'll see you soon.